I remember the day I stumbled upon the truth as if it were yesterday. Lisa and I had been married for nearly 20 years, 2 decades of what I believed was a strong, committed partnership. We had our ups and downs like any couple, but I never doubted her loyalty. I never thought I'd be that guy, the one who finds out his wife has been unfaithful through something as mundane as a text message. It all started one lazy Saturday afternoon. Lisa had gone out for her usual errands, and I was at home, tinkering with the lawnmower in the garage. Her phone was on the kitchen counter, buzzing incessantly with notifications. It wasn't too unusual. Lisa had always been popular among friends, the kind of person everyone turns to for advice or just a chat. But this time something felt off. The constant buzzing got to me, and before I knew it, I was standing over her phone, curiosity getting the better of me. I know I shouldn't have looked, but I did, and what I found shattered me. Explicit texts, photos, all from a man much younger than us, someone I didn't recognize. My hands shook as I scrolled through the messages, each one a stab to the heart. I felt sick, betrayed, like the ground had fallen out from under me. This wasn't just a fling, it had been going on for months. My wife, the woman I thought I knew better than anyone in the world, was living a double life. As I sat there, paralyzed with anger and disbelief, I knew I had to do something. But what? Confront her? Pack my bags and leave? No. That would be too easy, too quiet. After all the years I'd given her, after the sacrifices I'd made, I deserved better than to just walk away. I wanted her to feel the pain I was feeling, and I wanted the world to know what she had done. That S when the idea started to form. Lisa's 50th birthday was coming up in a couple of weeks, and we'd planned a big party. Friends, family, everyone who mattered to us would be there. It was supposed to be a celebration of her life, her accomplishments, and our love. I decided that would be the perfect moment to reveal the truth, to show everyone the real Lisa. I spent the next 2 weeks preparing. Every night after she went to bed, I'd stay up late working on my plan. I gathered evidence screenshots of texts, copies of photos, all the proof I needed to expose her affair. Then I created a PowerPoint presentation. Slide after slide of the incriminating messages, interspersed with pictures of us over the years, happy moments that now felt like lies. I even found a way to get in touch with the younger man, a former employee of mine, someone I had trusted. He had no idea what was coming. On the day of the party, I was a bundle of nerves. Lisa was excited, oblivious to what was about to happen. She spent the morning getting ready, smiling at me as if nothing were wrong. It was almost unbearable, but I kept my cool, pretending everything was fine. The party started off perfectly. Guests arrived, gifts were exchanged, and the atmosphere was joyful. I played the doting husband, making sure everyone was having a good time, all the while knowing what was about to unfold. When it was time for the cake, I stood up to give a speech. I could see the love in Lisa's eyes as she watched me, surrounded by friends and family. It was almost enough to make me change my mind almost. But the pain in my chest, the betrayal that still felt fresh, pushed me forward. Before we cut the cake, I began, I want to share something with all of you, a special presentation I've prepared for Lisa's 50th birthday. It is a little trip down memory lane. Everyone clapped and cheered, not suspecting a thing. I connected my laptop to the projector, and the first slide appeared on the screen, a photo of us on our wedding day, young and in love. The guests sighed and smiled, nostalgic for those early days. Then the next slide appeared, and the next. Explicit messages, photos of Lisa with the younger man. Gasps echoed through the room as the realization hit. Lisa's face went pale. She tried to speak, to stop me, but it was too late. The truth was out, and there was no turning back. As the presentation ended, I reached into my pocket and pulled out a manila envelope. Lisa, I am filing for divorce, I said, my voice steady but cold. You've betrayed me, and you've betrayed everyone here who trusted and loved you. The room was silent, the atmosphere heavy with shock and disbelief. Lisa's family looked at her with a mix of pity and disappointment, while my own relatives stood by me, offering their support. I turned on my heel and walked out, leaving her to deal with the aftermath. In the weeks that followed, Lisa tried to reach out, begging for forgiveness, but I wasn't interested. She admitted her wrongdoing, expressed regret, but the damage was done. Our marriage was over, and I had no desire to fix it. The younger man, well, he disappeared from our lives just as quickly as he had entered, too ashamed to face the fallout. Now, looking back, I sometimes wonder if I went too far. Exposing her in front of everyone like that was brutal, and maybe a more private approach would have been kinder. But at the time, all I could think about was the pain she had caused me, and I wanted her to feel the same. If there's one thing I have learned from all this, it is the importance of communication. If something feels off in your relationship, don't ignore it. Talk to your partner, seek help if needed, but don't let it fester until it's too late. And if you find yourself in a situation like mine, remember that revenge might feel good in the moment, but it won't heal the hurt. Only time and maybe a bit of distance can do that. Thanks for listening to my story. If you found it helpful or relatable, leave a comment below. Share your thoughts or your own experiences with betrayal. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more stories and advice. Until next time, take care of yourselves and remember trust is fragile, and once broken, it is hard to mend.